Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid here. Once again, before I begin, thank you once again for all your really nice comments and the continued support across the channel. Everything that you do to contribute towards the growth of this channel, you can see that it's grown really nicely, and it's really good to see. Good to see that we've got so many people involved and learning, you know, and deriving those skill sets to move forward and stuff. I'm not always going to be right, okay, and that is technical analysis. It's not set in stone. It's not a crystal ball, you know, but it does kind of help a bit, okay. I do believe that, you know, you find levels of resistance, you find levels of support, and it can help you, okay. You can see where those fallback levels are, and you can see potential in and out trades as well. And obviously you want to see the price structure of the token or whatever you're involved in, whether it's crypto, stocks, whatever. You want to see it have some kind of price structure where it's breaking down in your short or sort of moving up in your long, you know, and technical analysis helps you in that cause. So yeah, do stick around, and hopefully we can all keep learning together in this channel, okay. So this is Reef, and as you know, I do like Reef, and it is a thing of beauty. It's conforming to a very nice uptrend here. We are targeting right now in the channel here. We will all keep an eye on this. We posted it this morning. We look like we may be potentially on the cusp of forming a bullish cross on the 4-hour EMA there. You can see we've got the bearish cross, pushes down, form that low. I did say yesterday we formed that kind of W bottom there, which is a good reversal pattern. We had that support line, which we did break through. We're back to the support, and that is our target up there, okay. And I do anticipate that we will get to that target because Reef is it's acting really bullish, okay. It's acting really bullish. We've got this bullish cross down here on the MACD, as you can see, okay. Form the MACD, the bullish cross there on the lines. You see that just there? Bring it up a little bit. Yeah, so you got your bullish cross just there off the bottom. Great signal, you know, to go long on Reef. Obviously got up, got rejected, fell back down, formed that like lower high, okay, which is good because it's basically a reversal signal, okay. Went back up and got through that level of support, level of resistance there, back to some support, and that's our target. And even from here, you know, you still could be looking at a 7% trade there for Reef. I'm not saying it's conclusive, I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, but at the moment the pattern that's in play is invalid until away, okay. And you can see that it's on target, so it's good, it's really good. So what I'm going to do now is, if we get this bullish cross, okay, that's really good. That's confluence to the fact that, you know, we have got this reversal, we're marching on, and, you know, we could potentially be looking at that new all-time high for Reef, because effectively it is still following this pattern where it went down. I know we didn't get the EMA retest, we had the bearish cross, but effectively you've got the bullish cross on the EMA, you know, after the correction there. Very similar pattern to this way. It starts to march on. The bull step in, you get this volume. Look at the volume. Right? You're looking for this volume, this breakout of volume like that to push us up, okay. Then I would be targeting a high up there and a pullback. So in the channel we will target that as it happens, if it happens as well, by the way. Let me remind you, nothing is conclusive. You know that you can break down equally. We were anticipating that EMA retest, and it broke down, formed a bearish cross, so that was a negative. But, you know, so far it's looking relatively good. We do need to keep an eye on that bullish cross, okay, because once you get that bullish cross on the 4-hour EMA there, I think it's relatively close to forming it. I'll get rid of that. You can see it's relatively close, because don't forget, I've taught you this, that you get EMA retests, okay, and this potentially, if Reef does break down and loses this, okay, and falls back through that support line, then that's invalidating the pattern that's at play, okay. So you get these EMA retests. So this would be a bearish EMA retest, which would actually see more downturn for Reef and push it down. So this is a very, very important thing right here, that we can make this bullish cross. Okay, you do need to see that candle moving up and close. It's currently, you've got 1.5 hours, 1 hour 45 minutes for this close to march on up, to close up here, to pull this EMA up and form the bullish cross on the EMAs there on the 4-hourly time frame. If you get that bullish cross on the 4-hourly time frame, that's pretty conclusive, you know, that you've got this reversal and you're going to start seeing a march on for Reef and copying a very similar pattern to what we've seen over here when we fell down and marched on towards that high. And then again, you know, when we do start to go up, okay, I will be setting targets for that high, because you are looking at a very big impulsive move like that, corrective move back down to the 20 EMA to hold a support before actually getting to that high, okay. So one other thing I wanted to show you right now, which I noticed last night, and I put this in the group, okay, that is equally good for Reef here. I'm going to get rid of this line here. So what we've got going on here is, on the grand scheme of things, zoom out on the daily time frame here, and I do like the look of this. I'll be honest with you. I was looking at it last night and I posted it in the group. Yeah, so what you've got going on here, what I'm going to do, drop these drop these targets out right now. Tie this up a bit so you can see. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So what you've got here, when you start to zoom out, you see other things. Okay, so I'm zooming out and I'm seeing a pattern here, and it's a really good pattern. You've basically got some kind of ascending triangle on the go here. Okay, look at this. Look at this. You've got some kind of ascending triangle on the go. Look at that. You see that? So to me, that's a bullish continuation pattern. You've come up into it, okay? You broke down, you've back tested its support, you've gone up, you back tested support, you're going up, okay? So you need to see this go high. And at that point, you could get that breakout up to that level, right? You could get that breakout, or you may see it come back down and get tighter and tighter and tighter in this apex. Just like we targeted in the V-chain video. I don't know if any of you watching the V-chain video, you've come up into an ascending triangle, okay? Which is a continuation pattern. Most of the time, they can break down. I'm always going to be transparent with you in this channel, okay, and tell you, you could get up there and it looks great and you're off to the races, but then obviously Bitcoin could just have a market crash or whatever, and it breaks down. But this is good. This is good. This is a really good pattern, okay. Like I said to you, Reef is beautiful. It's performing so well, and when you start to zoom out, you see the full picture, okay. So this is the daily time frame, and in my opinion, we're going to, not financial advice, you're above the daily 20 EMA there, which is good, okay. You see you were just above that daily 20 EMA there as well. When you went up, got rejected, hit a level of resistance, didn't get rejected, you hit a level of resistance which would have been a Fibonacci retracement. We can drop that on at a future date. This is what we'll do here as well. We'll drop the fibs on. You can see that when you go, you potentially hit a level of resistance, okay, which will be a sort of Fibonacci retracement level, and then you'll come back down. You'll get a bounce off the EMA, and you know what? You could be looking at it pushing out of that. And the target is out of this ascending triangle is where you go up, okay, where you go up and you form the ascending triangle, okay, and then you form the bottom like that. There's many different ways of doing it, okay. You can do it so many different ways, but it tends to be, the target tends to be where it goes up, okay. It forms the top and then it hits the bottom, okay. And when you get the bottom from there, that was the first middle touch, you tend to go up like that, okay. When you go up like that, you can see literally wherever we're going to break out takes us up to a target for Reef, okay. And that's good. This is what we look for. This is called confluence, okay. And we're seeing all these patterns coming into play, but again, do be aware that you can equally break down. We are forming these high lows, daily time frame. Got the higher highs there, daily time frame. This in the middle is it's called accumulation, okay, and consolidation, gearing up for the next leg up. And you can see it's acting beautifully. So watch this space, because you could be looking at that appreciation there for Reef, and if you was confident of that appreciation, you could be looking at a whopping 94% trade there for Reef off our original target, but the actual ascending triangle target is actually greater, actually. So we'll drop that on there just as more confluence. So in fact, you could be looking at a whopping getting to that target 110% for Reef, so it's good. But what I would do, I wouldn't necessarily take the trade on right now, okay. I would wait for this break of this resistance, because I think that what you may be looking at is Reef coming up, sort of hitting its head, and may start to get a bit tighter in this apex there before it decides to break out to the upside to these targets. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I'll see you soon. Take care. Hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll be back tomorrow with another Reef video. Go Reef.